So I said I'd go wherever the tide took me, and for some reason it's taken me to the train station at 5:25 AM. It's the day of King Charles's coronation, and I'm going to see what's going down at Buckingham Palace. Join me.
As long as I live, I was there at the coronation. We were there at the coronation. I was there at the coronation. Millions there at the coronation.
Ramsgate, Qatar, local main other railway services and other underground services.
So I'm here in London today for the coronation, as you can see by the beautiful Union Jacks around me. Not much of a royalist myself, but this felt like something I couldn't miss, especially being in the south. Let's see what King Charlie has to say. I say I couldn't miss it. I missed the Queen's death and funeral because I was in Croatia. I missed the Jubilee because I was graduating. So this was kind of the first proper royal thing that I had an opportunity to come to. Like I said before, I'm not a royalist, more of a Republican myself. Not in the Trump way, but it'll be interesting to see what the mood is. I think there's going to be protests, not my king, just stop oil, that sort of thing. It'll be interesting to see how the day pans out. It's weird being here. I haven't seen this many Union Jacks since the EDL came to Brighton. But it's not the only flag that you've been seeing. Loads of different Commonwealth flags. I've seen American flags, Canadian flags, that sort of thing. Sri Lankan flags. So this definitely just isn't a British thing today. It's also going to be the first multi-faith coronation. Obviously, usually it's just a Christian affair, but there's Islam's being represented, Judaism, all sorts of different religions across the UK. The Archbishop of Canterbury has made sure of that, which is nice. At least that was the dream that we were sold. Obviously, having watched the event, it was just the same old Protestant drivel hearing Charles say that he would protect the Protestant faith in the UK. It made me absolutely cringe. You should have read the room, read the mood of the country. You know, maybe I was naive to think that that would be the case. And that's why I'm here. You know, whilst I don't necessarily agree with royalty, the idea of, you know, divine families, that sort of thing, and you know that they live off our taxes and stuff, but if it's going to bring all these people together, everyone's in a nice jovial mood considering it is stupid o'clock in the morning, loads of people have camped out as well, why not get on board with it for at least a little bit? It seems like everyone here, at least on the Mall, which is where I am right now, is pretty on board with it all. We'll see throughout the day whether that's really the case.
His regalia were the wounds that pierced his body.
Well, that was a bit fucking boring. And then I missed him putting the crown on there because I was having a lovely chat with a man who used to play the trumpet in the army band. He was telling me lots of things about former things that he did in the 80s and shit like that. But yeah, missed the crown. I have to say though, even though I didn't get the best view of the carriage and that, being there was pretty cool. to witness the history of it. I was speaking to people there and they was talking about the place of a monarchy in a modern society. And whether or not you necessarily agree with it, it's nice that people can rally around something. You never know what people have going on in their lives. And obviously there were protests and things that I haven't really seen yet. Now this is the main thing that I didn't actually see at the coronation, but has absolutely sort of like terrified me a little bit, is that the reason I didn't see any protests was because most of the protesters were arrested before they even got a chance to protest. There was a Not My King thing going on at Trafalgar Square, I think, but I didn't get to see that at all. But loads of protesters were arrested, like I said, before they even got a chance to do anything. Quite a lot were arrested on like conspiracy of thinking about causing a public nuisance, which again, having been told that it would be allowed, you know, what's the point in protesting if you don't cause a nuisance? There's no point, no change gets ever done with these sort of peaceful placard protests. You know, you have to do stuff, and whilst you might not necessarily agree with it all the time, you need to allow people and have the option to protest. And these crackdowns on, like I said, people that didn't even get to start a protest is pretty scary. But on the Mall and everything, even though it's fucking pissing with rain, everyone was happy, so it was a nice atmosphere at least. What the fuck? So I think that might be it for my coronation today. I saw the new king, saw his little golden chariot. I'm eating some coronation chicken right now, but the rain's really getting to me and I'm bloody knackered. So I think I'm gonna say see you later to London, see you later to the coronation. Now, after speaking to a lot of people, it's very clear that even people who were there are very divided with the monarchy. Is it right to spend millions of pounds on something that's essentially a big party celebrating a divine being when you have millions of people, you know, using food banks? Probably not. But at the same time, it was a nice day despite the pissing rain. And people from all over the shop came here specifically just to celebrate. We don't usually get an opportunity to do that unless it's like a sporting event or something like that. But despite having a really nice day, it's impossible for me to ignore the bad things that happened that I saw that I completely disagree with. Now, Prince Harry got booed quite a lot of the time when he was on the screen, when his uncle, who, you know, mates with Jeffrey Epstein, allegedly did all those things with young women, you know, got off scot-free, was allowed to be in it, and no one really cares about him anymore. And that's the sort of thing that I just can't see past. And so, in my opinion, it's maybe time to get rid of the royal family, maybe make them pay for things off their own dime. But we'll see. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, you know, stick around, see what else I put out. And yeah, we'll see you next time.